At one point in time, Yekindar was a top 5 rifler and a top 8 player in the whole world. 2021 he placed top 8, 2022 he placed top 15, and he is just not the same guy he once was. Let's take a look at his events. Let's see here. Blast Premier Fall Final 0.74, IM Rio 0.77, World Final 8.6, Shanghai Major RMR he played okay, first stage of the major 1.12. You know, they got to the playoffs of the major. He was on a 1.02 rating. That's honestly better than we actually expect for Yekindar at this point in time. Go back 2 years and show these stats, all these red stats, all these gray stats to somebody who just heard that Yekindar was a top 8 player, and they're not going to believe you. If we go back here to IM Dallas 2023, this was the last tournament they played before Rainwaker and Patsy joined the team, and then Yekindar picked up the IGL roles for the remainder of 2023 until they picked up Cadian. Honestly, he played okay. Fall groups, he didn't play well. IM Cologne play-in, he played decently at the play-in, but they didn't make it to the main tournament. Gamers 8 played okay. Pro League didn't play very well. He's got a lot of green right here, but that's because these are qualifiers, okay? Here are his stats in 2021, 1.13 rating. Got a high death per round, but that's because he's such a big opener and he gets traded a lot. His goal is to get in there and get the first kill. 2022, he's actually a little bit better as far as his rating goes. I think he actually played better. 2023 dropped off pretty hard. He started playing a little more selflessly. I think Yekindar has gotten a case of a player who picked up the IGL role and can't get back to focusing on his crosshair. Now let's check out 2024, and he is putting up okay IGL numbers while Twist is calling and out-fragging him. I tend to defend Yekindar a little bit. I think that he does a lot for the team. It seems that he's sort of that second voice, and we know that NAF and JKS aren't the most vocal players, so having a player like Yekindar who's going to do sort of selfless, aggressive roles is still valuable, even if his stats aren't great. We're not talking, you know, he's average. We're talking pretty bad numbers, especially in big games. We're going to take a look at a game that Yekindar had on Inferno. That's a map that he has a specific spot. Inferno Banana is a spot that we all know Yekindar likes to play, and he does some batshit stuff. This was against Wildcard 1310, a domestic matchup. Yekindar has a 1.41 rating, which is pretty good, but again, this is Wildcard. This isn't Vitality. This isn't Mouse. This isn't really all that impressive. We expect Liquid to be able to smash a team like this, but we're going to check this out and see what Yekindar does. We're going to see if he deserves a few more months on the lineup or if it's time to bring someone new in. Inferno, they start on the CT side. Yekindar was once a young, aggressive, top 5 rifler in the world, and now he sort of dropped off to playing a type of Counter-Strike that isn't really working. It seems like he wants to play a specific way, and the rest of the team isn't really on the same page as him. See, he's going pretty aggressive. I don't really take a lot out of pistol rounds as far as looking at how individuals play. Well, that's a nice shot. I think a lot of these rounds come down to team play and timings, and if you can get a running kill with a pistol. So I'm not going to take too much away from him. He did hit a nice shot, though. Liquid has done this thing where they save this round and then do a half buy into the next round. I talked about this in my ROPS video, but you have to be ready to have shitty buy rounds and trying to win. You don't want to just be complacent on a force round and be forcing, because that's what you do when you're at this stage in the economic game. You can actually win a round like this. Is it easy to win a round when you have 3 pistols, 2 SMGs, and you're up against 2 AKs? No. But if you gamble, especially on a map like Inferno, if you can gamble right, you can absolutely win a round like this. See, they gambled incorrectly. Wildcard took their time and was able to tell that A was not stacked, and they're just going to save here, which means they can bring these into the next round and reassess their game plan and actually win and put themselves in a better economic position. So we know Yekindar likes to play toward B. We know he likes to just hold W down Banana, and sometimes it does wonders. Sometimes it seems like he's playing in a Face It level 6 pug. But all in all, it is entertaining to watch. I wonder if Team Liquid kept Yekindar simply for the fact that they wanted to keep the points. You know, when they picked up JKS and Ultimate, keeping a core of 3 players, you keep the majority of your points, if not all of them, for the Valve rankings. Or if they really thought this core is what we need. Because now they're at a point that they could replace Yekindar with somebody and keep all their points. or most of them. I still don't know exactly how the Valve ranking system works. We're not seeing crazy stuff. We're not seeing any stupid aggressive stuff near the car position, but they're also at an economic disadvantage. They don't really have the utility or the confidence to be doing stuff like that when they're just on, essentially just on pistols. I don't think Yekindar is useless. I think Yekindar is doing what he thinks is the best for the team, and I think that he is sort of stuck in a certain style of play. He's actually doing something pretty big here, this flank. It's maybe a little bit late. They already know they're up A, but I don't know if the T's are going to be ready for a flank like this. Okay, Ultimate gets one. It's 2v2 with like 10 seconds left. They have no kit. Not the cleanest kill. That could have been a lot cleaner as well. Oh, come on. That was not clean. That round could have been a lot more. Now they're going to have rifles and utility. They're going to have the whole shebang. They should have a couple kits as well. Now we're getting into the game. Let's see how they want to take banana here. They win this game. Yekindar has a good game. He's gotten, what, 2 kills now? 2 kills. Let's see if he can, get a few more on this CT side. Okay. Just a molly. It doesn't look like they really want to take control there. Good eye trying to dodge that nade. Let's turn these x-rays off so we can see what Yekindar sees. He's gonna get dropped a second molly. Let me take my flannel off. It's a little hot in here. Okay, they have used 2 mollies and a smoke at 1:15. It has been 40 seconds and they have used most of their B utility, if not all of it. No, Naf still has a smoke and a few things. Who would be a good replacement for Yekindar? I think the obvious thing I'm looking at is a Liege. It makes sense. He's going back to Liquid. He's an aggressive player. It kind of, the stars might be aligning for him. Let's see how this plays this. Huge. I think you really do have to kind of fight like that in B. Unless you're fully alone, have no utility, you might as well wait for a teammate. But you kind of have to get in there, take a trade, make it easier for your boys who are going to be coming rotating from the A site. Try to keep them from planning as long as possible. Get yours and get out. Or just get yours and get traded if you can, if the numbers allow for it. That was a huge round. Now they have 3 AKs and they have an op on ultimate. I think they did have that op last round, but this is looking huge for them. Especially look at Wildcard's guns. They've got the op, but they're on pistols with an op. Winnable round. Goal is kind of to keep the op into the next round. Maybe the op can get something done, but hope that the op can come into the next round and you can take a few guns away, mostly. He's over toward A here. I wonder why. Now that I'm actually editing this, I've realized I'm watching Twist and not Yekindar, so that's a little oopsie on my part. I don't play Inferno a lot. I'm pretty bad at it. I think it can be kind of annoying to play in pugs, but I think it is a decent map to watch depending on the teams that are playing. It can get really slow and just sort of the T's sit there, wait for utility to come, and then hit late. Yeah, they lost the pistols on an op. That is not very fortunate for Team Liquid. The money is okay. They're going to be able to get some guns. Liquid takes a pause. They absolutely should take a pause after losing a round like that. Let's say Liquid didn't have to keep Yekindar for the points. I think picking up Malbs with this roster, we would be looking at a much different G2, or not a different G2, but a different Liquid. A different G2 as well, but not what I'm talking about. I think it would be interesting to see a Latvian team come together, Brokey and Yekindar. I don't know if there's any, 16-year-old pugger Lithuanians who they could try and keep together. But Yekindar is an in-game leader. If that's what he wants to do, and he's sort of at a point where he feels like he has to do it, which... Oh, see, if Yekindar could be playing like this every game, he wouldn't have to worry about in-game leading. This Liquid roster would just need a few more months, and they could be a consistent top 5 contender. But Yekindar also does some absolutely brainless things, and it seems like Liquid is just on different pages. It's not as bad as it was in the Cadian roster, but it's still not great. There are times, especially on the T side, on maps like Anubis, where it just looks like Yekindar he's looking at a different game plan than the rest of the team is. Yo, Yerba Mate, if you want to sponsor me, like, let's get together. Dumpchuck Doug x Yerba Mate, we can do some merch and shit. Like, I think if Liquid does get rid of Yekindar, that we could absolutely see Yekindar joining up with Jame again. They had some success. I mean, Jame won the major after Yekindar had already gone to Liquid, but I still think that Jame might be able to turn Yekindar back into the fragger that he was. So we take Fuzi. Fuzi's pretty solid, man. Let's see if he can get this clutch. Okay, he's got 2. Is he going to be ready for this flank, Apps? Oh, he was. He was ready for it, but he was a second late, and Twist made the right call, made the right play. They're going to bring that op into the next round. The money is not going to be amazing. Yeah, they're not going to have a lot of money. Twist will be able to drop the op by himself. JKS will be able to buy. Ultimate might be able to drop one over. But to be honest, if Yekindar has an MP9, yeah, if Yekindar has an MP9, I'm about as confident in him as if he had an M4, especially on Inferno. A lot of people were not happy with my my top 20. They thought I made some false claims with what I said about Donk's rookie year, and people were not happy about Brokey's placement. And that's okay, you know. The more I think about it, maybe I did place Brokey a little too high, but I like Brokey. It's my list. I'm gonna be subjective. Someone said they could tell that I'm American because I put Elige too high and that Twist was even on the list. That was clean. That was clean. That's sort of the range where the MP9 can really fuck you over, but Yekindar gets 2 of his own. He's going to make some money from that as well. And now they're in a kind of weird situation because Twist didn't really want to let him get out, but now he has, and they're sort of split up. Let's see. Let's watch the boy Sonic, see what he can get done. I'm interested to see what Wildcard is going to do, if they're going to keep the same roster. And if not, what are they going to do? Nice shot. I think the only thing you're really looking at is if Stanislaw wants to leave and if any free agents come up. I don't know the roles off the top of my head, like who plays exactly what. I would have to watch more of Wildcard, but if Stanislaw gets an offer to play with, you know, a Liege or something, I think that might be something he does. They're going to go 3B. Great nade to throw. That's going to chunk the first couple guys who come up. They're this sort of mid. Yeah, he's going aggro. He's doing his Yekindar stuff. This is what we wanted to see now. And they're on Glocks. This is his time to shine. They're setting up for a little bait play here while they don't really have much information. They're playing pretty far back over on A. They have this banana control. We're going to see what Naf does. Naf might, yeah, he'll throw a smoke down and then we might see him rotate over to stack. They know they're on pistol, so they can, okay, now that's just, what are you going to do about that? What are you going to do about it when Naf frickin', oh, and JKS is going to clean up the rest of them? Perfect round. If I'm Yekindar, I'm keeping this MP9 at least 2 more rounds, okay? I know it's 4-4 and it's tied up, but I think this MP9 is still going to get you some money. And your money's not quite there. It's at the point where you'll be able to get a buy if you lose this round, but it's not quite at the point where you're comfortable with your money. You know, it's still a little, it's a lot better than Wildcards right now, though. They don't have the op, they don't have full util. Interesting. They have Twist playing here with a flash, while Yekindar and Naf are sort of set up to take control. Oh, okay, yep. That's what we expect. We expect this guy to be holding W down. He's there only 25 seconds into the round, and they just have full banana control and have fully rotated to A. This is a little spicy, especially for how early it is in the round. They've only got the 2 smokes, but I think, okay, he's going to back off. Just in a good jump spot there. Gets to the spot. If he had a smoke here, that'd be huge. Okay, I wasn't even paying attention to the fact that he was getting flanked right now. He's getting pinched. If he can get his... Oh, he almost gets 2 there. That's pretty big. Let's watch Naf and see what they can do. I don't know why they were so confident in gambling like that. It's not like Wildcard has been just holding W up A super fast. This looks like it's going to be a save. Yeah, they're already chilling on the extremities. Naf is looking for maybe a couple kills. I don't hate it. If he had an M4, I'd be like, yeah, go for it. Try and get the op out, but he's got the AK. That AK skin is actually really clean. I really like that. 4-5. They still have a chance to win this half. Yekindar's finally going to pick up the M4. Yeah, and they're going to be fine. Twist is going to be a little light on utility, but they're going to have 3 kits and a knob and full rifles. So this should be easy. Stanislaw has a MAC-10 over there. We might see something fast at Banana here. Nearly dies. Nearly dies. There's a world where he just doesn't get a kill there, and then nade does a little more damage, and he just gets owned. I don't think I like that, but he took out Sus. Sussy P? Is that what you call him? Sussy PP? Y'all remember Hubba Bubba? I got some of this shit at Five Below, and it is awesome. Hubba Bubba Max Sour Blue Raspberry. This shit will turn you blue in the mouth like you just sucked a Smurf. Perfectly timed molly. They've got an interesting setup. Kind of playing retake here. Yekindar is low on health. If he can get one more and then gets traded, then I think this is going to be a liquid round. It's awkward. I'm looking at the mini-map. Okay. Okay. Not bad. I don't hate it. Oh, shit. Sorry. Nafly gets another Fuzi and another 1v3. Ultimate's going to take him out. Yada-da-da-dee. Might see Yekindar on another MP9 here. Yep. Yup. What can I say? I know the guy. I know the player. I know what he's like. I know what he likes to do. It's Inferno. It just makes sense. Their money isn't amazing. They want to be able to make sure that they can get rifles on the player who need rifles before they worry about this round, especially because they know it is not going to be a full gun round. They're not sure if they're going to force up. They're not sure if they're going to go on pistols only. But what they are sure of is that whatever it is, Yekindar can handle it with an MP9. That's a great nade. If you play B on Inferno, it's a good nade. It's not a great fight he took, though. And they're going to rotate a little hard there. You see there's 2 guys over here in Arch. They don't really have control of the other side, but JKS does a great job. Let's check out, okay, Twist gets another. They're trying to just pop out here. It was really close, especially with that first kill. They nearly were able to just pull Liquid completely off of A, but the rotates were just in time. Last round of the half, Yekindar is currently sitting at 11-9. That's like, if I saw that scoreline for Yekindar, I'd be like, yep. And not just for a half. I'm saying for a full 24 round game. I'd say, yeah, that's what I expect. It's a cheeky little flash. I like that. They're doing a little more to pester Yekindar and keep him active, keep him wanting to throw more utility. They're not playing crazy. This isn't crazy Yekindar banana stuff. This is pretty typical just banana plays. He's had a few rounds, but this isn't crazy. Playing kind of a crossfire here. Naf is just jiggling. Yekindar's in a spot to hopefully the goal is Naf swings into a guy, gets the information, Yekindar is ready to take the fights by the time that they're actually on his crosshair. But looking at the fact that they just got 3 kills on A, that crossfire is not going to mean a lot. Sus in the clutch. Let's watch Sus. Yekindar is just barreling it down. Banana. He's sitting here ready for the possibility that he goes back B, but he knows that's not going to happen. Let's switch to Yekindar. They're playing very passive here. They want to see Sus. Oh, no. Nice molly, maybe. Huge. Huge clutch. Alright, that's the last round of the half. Yekindar has gotten 12 kills in 12 rounds. Pretty solid for a guy like him. Let's go to the pistol round of T-side. Alright, pistol round. They've got mostly armor. Ultimate's got a smoke and a molly. Twist has a smoke, a flash, and a P250. He's going to keep the P250 for himself. Let's see what they do. Yekindar is probably going to do some entry work right now. Out mid. Oh, clean. Ooh, clean! Ooh! That was really nice. That was really nice. They Wildcard kind of did the same thing that Liquid did. They have both these smokes still. They can just smoke out B and hopefully take the site. They're just running up. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. Oh, he gets an assist. How many can Yekindar get here? Pad these stats. They already won the round. Get these 2, and your rating will go up 0.08 more. Let's see it. Realistically, they're just gonna save these this armor. Let's see. He's really close. Stan is really close. I thought he would be out of there already. Yekindar gets 3 in the pistol round. That's huge. He's at 15 now. Yekindar, if he could just play like this, Liquid would be the best team in the world. You don't have to worry about anything. Yekindar is just winning all of his fights, and then Naf, Ultimate can get some picks. Naf can be a good anchor. JKS can do his thing, and Twist can just call the rotates as they're needed. Would be the best team in the fucking world. My boy Yeki's about to AK up. He got 3 kills, and he's able to get some utility with an AK. JKS is like debating what he wants to buy. Yeah, I would say a Galil is good there. Get the third person with full util, but still have potential for long range fights. Wildcard is going to buy mostly. Fuzi's just going to get himself a deagle, and he probably got Kev, no helmet, so that he can hopefully get himself an op earlier in this half. Kindar's ready to just go through this smoke with ultimate on the Mac 10. Flash, and that was for Sonic to come out of sandbag and maybe get one, but hopefully just stay alive. You could see that on the minimap. Twist getting an entry into the site. This is looking like a perfect second round conversion. 5 versus 3. They've got the site. We've got 2 people who are already just saving their stuff. Any hunting? Probably not. They probably want to keep all these guns up and get their money rocking. Kindar's going to be a little late because he wants to pick up the bomb, but he's going to throw a flash for his banana players, or not. They didn't call for it. Oh, did he see? I think he just saw a guy, Boiler. Good little nade there to clear the smoke and get up to half wall. There's a smoke probably just for CT. Is that the one that bounces? Yeah. Now they are just working their way into sight. Gonna get a backside molly from Naf. Yekindar's holding for a swing while his teammates are taking space. And it makes sense. Usually I'd say Yekindar should be the guy going in. But he's got the AK. They have the Mac 10s. It makes a little more sense for them to be the ones taking this space in his sight rather than the guy who has the more expensive gun who can take the long range fights. Another clean round. Let's move on. We've got a few more rounds left, and I don't think that this is a 13-5. I think we're going to see some wild card rounds coming through. They're now all on full rifles, which means we'll probably see Yekindar being the aggressor starting now. Interesting little smoke there. It allows for the molly to be extinguished if it's a close half wall molly, but it still allows him to take this swing without being blinded by the smoke. That was a chunky nade though, so I don't know what we're gonna see. Ultimate probably above the smoke. I don't know where he got that kill from, but it was clean. Yekindar is quite good at knowing where his flashes are going to be placed and being able to be as effective as possible. Not getting blinded by the flash, going in really quickly off of the flash, having great timing and awareness of just where his teammates are actually going to flash for him. He's pretty solid at that. He's going to drop over his util and sort of be this B lurk. I never noticed these 3 X's on the wall. Is that always been there? Interesting. Maybe that's an ode to like the tic-tac-toe that used to be in Spawn in CSGO. JKS is on a really interesting position here. They're ready for this B hit. They're already rotating, but they have no one in sight, which Liquid doesn't know, so they're going to be stalled a little bit. And if Sonic can get a second one, this is going to be rough for Liquid. He delayed enough just by getting that 1 kill. They had no idea that they didn't have anyone in sight. JKS is on the other side of the map, but he's going to be able to take the op into the next round, which Wildcard won't be able to, actually. Money's kind of weird over on Liquid. Okay, Ultimate gets his. JKS is kind of broke, but he's going to get dropped over. No, they're fine. They're fine here. If they lose this one, then they're going to be in some trouble, but we'll see. Just going to throw a top car molly and Maybe flash past this? No? Okay. This looks like a round that is going to end A. Even for Yekindar, who has been going B like nearly every round this half. Yeah, this is kind of why I don't like Inferno. There doesn't seem to be a lot going on. Maybe it's just because I'm watching one guy's perspective, but he's just kind of been spamming a smoke, and we're more than a minute into the round. It doesn't seem like a lot has actually happened other than some useless nades being thrown. Yekindar was getting ready for a possible exit route for the CTs there. He wasn't with the team. He was looking to maybe kill somebody pushing B or just be ready to take the space in case they wanted to pivot, but they weren't able to get the kills that they needed to even work out that pivot. Susp is just going to flank him and get the fragger. All right, that means that Wildcard now has the op and that Liquid's probably going to force here. They're on 2 loss. Honestly, they don't need to force here, but they're gonna. Okay. It's a choice, I suppose. They have the rounds to be able to do it, but it's not the choice I would make, probably. Then again, I don't get paid to play the video game. I voluntarily make videos talking about it. So maybe they have a little more say in what's the right play. They've got a little more say than I do. Oh, see, that's a total Yekindar moment. That kill there changes the round so much. Even if he dies after that, they trade. Even if whoever was like top banana gets 2 kills there, then you still have a 3v3 and you can probably take the B site, but he just kind of whiffs. He just kind of whiffs on that guy. That guy wasn't looking at him. He should have had that kill. This is going to be a full save. I guess it makes sense to force there because you're going to have to save. Then you could have bought this round, but your buy wouldn't have been perfect. So here they're going to get a little bit better stuff, and then they're going to be able to full buy next round. They're sort of spreading out their buys more than I think they would have. Seems like every team I've been watching demos for kind of spreads out their buys more than just let's full save here, let's full buy here. You know, it seems to be trying to spend a little bit of money each round because there's always a chance that you could win the round. You don't want to fully give up a round ever in CS2 because of MR12, because the halves are shorter. Hey, Smoke, he's throwing the utility so that his team can hopefully get out apps. Ultimate will get 1 and then traded. Nothing. But they're about to enter a bye. Liquid's only taking their 2nd timeout. They were up pretty hardcore, and now they are only a round away from a tie. So hopefully they can get something going. Yekindar has a good spawn. Maybe he's going to go banana. Maybe he's going to do something fast toward apps. If I had to guess, I would say that he's going to try and take half wall control and take an early fight. Hopefully use up most of his util before he even takes the fight so that he doesn't lose that utility. Twist is debating whether or not to buy a Galil. I think JKS also was, but they're going to go with the 5 AK route. They don't have full utility. They've got plenty. There should be plenty to win it. They just need to have the right game plan. Pretty fast up. He gets that molly on car. He gets past the molly. I think he's going to be waiting for a flashbang from his boy. No, 2nd molly there. That was dangerous. That was the opper, but he's able to stay alive and even get some damage off on the opper. JKS dies top mid. Not looking like they're going to win the round necessarily, but we never know. I expect Yekindar to have like 1 more good round here, and then hopefully Liquid can win it. We know Liquid wins it, but I think Yekindar can get 1 more big round and get them back into winning fashion. If he does that, then I would say this has been like a great game from Yekindar. Not hyper carry 2.0 rating level game, but, you know, sort of the reason that Liquid had the chance to win and didn't lose to a tier 2 team. This game shouldn't be this close. This is the fault of Liquid, and also it says a lot about that Wildcard actually exceeds our expectations. They've got a good game plan, a good strat, being able to get into the site, but it's 3v5. Yep, here's a big round here. Stole those kills from Ultimate. Yekindar is low. He's going to be holding the flank. No one's coming there. But this is a good spot. You'd think that you'd be seen from Coffin, but that Coffin guy has to swing out really wide for you to even be seen. Your biggest issue is getting hit from CT. And Stanislaw gets one ultimate. That should have been ultimate ace. Yekindar stole 2 kills from him. That should have been all ultimate there. They're not going to tie it up. Yekindar's going to be able to hold on to his AK. Naps on a MAC-10. On the other side, they've got an SMG and a pistol and no op. So let's see. Let's see. Can Liquid just win this out? Oh, no. No, that should have been a kill. He should have got past it. He had to commit or back out, but he sort of sat there and got fucking spammed. Wildcard will win that round after getting the opening kill with the MP9. Yekindar is going to force up. They're going to force up and get some Tech 9s, get some SMGs, get some Galils. See what they can do. Wildcard still does not have an op. They still have 1 SMG, but they've got a lot better buy than Liquid does. Let's see if they can make this work, huh? Toward B early molly, ready for a flashbang, ready for some early aggression. But he says, no, I'm going to be the early aggressor, okay? I'm fighting for a contract here. I don't want to go back to Europe. I want to keep playing with twists. Don't make me go back. Let me kill you guys. Let me get an entry. Someone in my last video said I have red cheeks like a clown. Nobody talk about my red cheeks. Pretend that they're normal color, okay? I don't want to hear crap about that. This is going to be a B hit here. Do they have the utility to make it work? Do they have the firepower and the love for the game? Wildcard has 3 over on A. They're getting in there fast. That's a huge kill. There you go. You have a sight there. The Susp had to get like 2 for them to still be in this round, but now Yekindar has an AK. I'd maybe give it to someone. Ultimate kind of just almost got an ace last round. Maybe hand it over to him. I don't know if you're no, he's right next to him. He could, but you know, he's gonna bait. He's gonna bait with the AK. Hopefully, just win this round out. Stanislaw is on the flank. Gets killed by JKS. Okay, 3v2. Fuzi in the clutch. Not going to be able to do it. 12-10. One more round for Liquid, and they will beat a tier 2 team. Wow. Yekindar on an AK again. Wildcard. Wildcard still has another pause after this. They could have used one more in the first half. I spilled yerba on my face. Fuck. Damn it. I like Yekindar as a personality. I like the way he plays. He plays kind of boneheaded, but in a way that I think could work in the right team, in the right structure. I hope he doesn't get knocked into obscure CIS teams. I hope he's able to stay somewhere good. I could see him, if he gets kicked from Liquid, I could see him going over to somewhere like Fnatic and, you know, maybe even in-game leading them. Fnatic is rumored to pick up Fear, but I don't know if that's confirmed. There's been a lot of rumors coming. Rob's going to Vitality. That seems like a done deal. I'm excited about. People are saying, why would you want to go to Vitality when you have FaZe? But I think people forget this guy Zywoo is pretty good at the game, and that Apex is a top 3 in-game leader in the game right now. Flames has yet to fully left his cocoon, and the fact that Spinks is going to be the one leaving, I think Flames is going to have... I think he's going to be a top 5 rifler next year. No doubt. This is going to be a hard one for Wildcard. They've got 1 flashbang. Let's watch someone. Let's watch this flank from Fuzi. Fuzi's the one with the flashbang. Perfect. That's who you want to have it. Is the flanker. Absolutely. Fuzi is alone. He's got no time. Can he pad his stats, though? Can he pad his stats? No. Wonderful game from Yekindar. 97 ADR. 20, 16, 7. It's a pretty solid scoreline. I think that Yekindar deserves some love. I think he gets a lot of hate. I think there are issues on Team Liquid other than just the fact that Yekindar bombs out some of the time. But, I mean, look, if Yekindar plays this well all the time, they still lost, or they still only won 13-10. You had Twist and Naf at the bottom. Maybe that's because Yekindar was actually sucking up frags, but I think there are more fundamental issues with Team Liquid than just Yekindar sucks, right? I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you think Yekindar is washed. I don't think he's quite washed yet. I think he has just hit a slump, and I think he needs a bit of a change before he can get back into his top 10 form. Thank you for watching. I love Counter-Strike. I love you. I love gaming. And I love Christmas. Merry Christmas.